Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Play Bastion. Bastion is an indie game that recently released on, well not recently, I think it was maybe 2012 or 2011, one of those years. That was released on Steam. I'm not sure if it was released on anything else, but Steam is what I have it on. Just as a forewarning, this is a Let's Play, there will be commentary, but this game provides most of its own commentary, and let me tell you what, the voice of the commentator is literally the best. I guess you should probably call it a narrator. But yeah, I probably won't be talking like straight through all the time on this game because of that, and I'd just like to let you aware of it. So, this game, for anyone wondering, is a 3D beat-em-up, I guess. Maybe somewhat of a dungeon crawler, but you'll see more about the game once we get started. So, let's go ahead and start story mode. We're going to play on normal mode. Once you beat the game, you get New Game Plus, which basically starts you off with everything. No Sweat mode makes it to where you have unlimited lives, and it makes it really easy. So we're going to start on normal mode. Make sure you wish to start a new game. Yes. You can only have one thing on this at one time. So let's begin.
Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky. He gets up, sets off for the Bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble.
So basically this is a post-apocalyptic world. As you move on, the land below you will come up and fill your spot. Kind of like, I guess you could relate it to one of the levels in Mario Galaxy where the debris comes up and makes you a path. Before we get started, you can press A to roll. Okay, no you can't. Not this early in the game.
Ground forms up under his feet as it pointing the way. He don't stop to wonder why. Finds his lifelong friend just lying in the road. Well, it's a touching reunion.
So now we actually have the ability to roll around and attack. B button attacks, we will get other weapons where we can press the X button, sign up to 2 weapons at once. And RT, as you can see, also has a slot down there. That will be your special moves. With the hammer, though, while you're moving around, you do weaker attacks. While you're standing still, you do stronger attacks. And you can also roll and attack at the same time to also do strong attacks. So let's get a move on.
He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. In the calamity.
Now the way this gate looks, keep it in mind, it'll be important for later. No commentary here? Come on, dude, you're slacking.
That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a gas fella, forced out from underground. Kid pops him good. Starts to feel his bruises, though.
Even though we didn't get hit. Yeah, that's nice. So if you knock around, if you see anything that would normally be broken open, like a barrel or anything, they'll probably...
Kid just rages for a while.
Yes. They'll probably have these little blue things, which are represented in the top right corner of the screen when we grab them. This is your money, and you'll be able to use it to buy upgrades to your weapons and so many more things. There's a whole bunch of them right down here that you can find. Also, I believe he has an extra line of text if you just fall off.
And then he falls to his death. I'm just fooling.
It does damage to you, but it's no big deal. You'll never die for falling off.
An old repeater falls out of the sky. Ain't a gift from the gods, but it'll have to do. Gotta hold her still to spin up the chamber.
You basically get 8 shots at once. You'll be able to upgrade the amount of shots you get and the reloading speed further on, along with the power. We're just gonna break up a couple more things. The money you're getting right now is pretty much... It's not much compared to what you'll be getting later on.
Kid's worked up quite a thirst by now, so that fountain looks real inviting. Sometimes you just need a drink.
So these health tonics that you grab will heal most of your HP, but not all of it. You will be able to get things that will...
A school of squirts tunnels up around them.
Of course.
Must have fled here from the mines.
So these are squirts, the second kind of enemy you'll be seeing throughout the game, along with the gas fellas. And if you come up here...
Kid finds a memento from a girl he knew. Always used to fancy her.
You'll find plenty of mementos throughout all the levels, so keep a lookout for them. So I think I'll go ahead and refill my life again. Get another refill. Let's go. When injured, press Y to heal. Indeedy.
He sets foot inside one of Celandia's famous watering holes. Inside's old Rondi, the bartender. The calamity got him for his drinking did.
So this is what the calamity's been doing to everyone. Everyone who didn't die. Or everyone who did die. For some reason, though, we seem to be alive.
Kid finds his trusty shield.
Alright, cool shield. So now we can use this to defend, and as you can see,
The security takes him for a petty thief.
here's a chance to show it off.
Clang. Shield saves his hide.
The moment you press the button, you can do a little counterattack. So now we have our first real fighting here. Just pretty much beat up everything you see.
Windbags start turning up for last call.
We're not going to give them their meal. Meal? Is that what last call is referring to? Probably. Just take them out. Also, I've played this game several times. Do not expect to be this awesome when you start. Ooh, extra thing.
More squirts start coming out of the woodwork.
Keep in mind, if you're at full HP and you have a full supply of health tonics,
Big old fella pops out in front of the kid.
okay, as I was saying, if you have full HP and you grab an extra health tonic when you already have 3 health tonics, you will get a little bit of experience, because you do in fact have levels in this game. Levels will, for the most part, increase your HP. I'm not sure if they do much else. However, there's something we'll be introduced to soon that is also affected by your level.
Kid sees the way to the Bastion out the window. It's a bit of a drop.
Also, if you see any food lying around, you can pick it up for extra HP. Let's go. Also, you can choose to destroy the bartender there, but you probably shouldn't. It's rude.
He gets a good look at things on his way down. He lands on top of a breaker's bow, and it ain't broke.
It ain't broke. So here's our third weapon. So, when you pull back to shoot, the farther you pull back, the more damage you'll do. As you can see, I shone for a little minute there. If you just release it right when you shine,
Wasn't long before the kid could loose an arrow, strong and true.
you can release a power shot.
Kid spies a good perch for some target practice. He knows he should draw the string all the way back. Right back at you.
Yeah, I prefer to use shields for these guys. You can reflect their things to do damage to them, usually knocking them out in one shot. Here, we have another mechanic that'll be introduced to us soon.
The kid pockets a memento from a breaker, once the fastest man in the land. Good news is the emergency defenses still work. Bad news is they're aiming for the kid.
Boom, boom. Take it. Get some. Alright, so just make your way through here, and I believe, indeed.
Picks up a few pointers from a dusty old tome.
So that's our first special ability that we've gotten. You can use this to do a little whirlwind with your hammer.
Mighty fast learner.
Dang right we are. And you will have a different tome for every weapon that you get. I believe there's 2 tomes for every weapon, and then there's a couple of extra that don't have anything to do with the actual weapons you pick up. So we can just skip all of these guys. The experience wasn't really that important, or maybe we have to kill them. Never mind. The gate won't let us through without it. Oh, another thing that I should mention. You can also counter normal enemies' attacks, and it'll also do damage to them.
He finds the distillery, right next to the arsenal. Tough part of town.
The distillery and the arsenal are 2 buildings that are really important to this game. In the
One sip
distillery,
of the spirits in that distillery, and the kid'll feel like a new man.
you can choose drinks that will give you certain perks. I'm going to choose Fetching Fizz, but here we have Squirt Cider, which will raise your max HP by 10, Dread Rum, which will increase your critical hit chance by 10% only when you're at full health. Fetching Fizz will make the stray fragments, which is the money I was explaining earlier, they'll make them get absorbed to you from a much larger distance than they will now. Yeah, we know. So these will always be active whenever you're outside of, well, buildings. These are always active no matter what. So how about that? And if we come to the arsenal...
The arsenal's where the kid can pick the best tools for the job.
you can pick whatever weapon you want. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the Breaker's Bow. It's not really my favorite weapon. I'm going to grab the Fang Repeater. I also have a favored melee weapon that's not the hammer as well. So here we also have two other skills that have nothing to do with what we have right now already. Dancing Shots for the Breaker Bow, and Bolt Burst is for the Fang Repeater. And I think I'm going to choose Bolt Burst right now, just if anything to show it off, but it's pretty cool too. There we go. We are now set to move on. Just grab a couple of more fragments and let's go. Ooh, also, similar to the blue health tonics that we can pick up, these black drinks that I've been picking up, they're what power your secret techniques. If you can see in the top left corner there, there's 2 meters. Well, there's 4. HP, experience, the blue tonics, and the black tonics. The black tonics are what give you your secret techniques. Now we only have 3.
Some of them squirts birthing like crazy in a couple of corn bins.
So these corn bins will produce squirts until you destroy them, so you probably want to take them out first. Also, the Fang Repeater is great for taking out squirts. Kills them in like one shot. Especially with their low HP, you don't want to be using hammer shots on them when they're so easy to take out otherwise. What did we just pick up? I didn't see it.
That one was Maud, the tutor. Once taught the kid good manners. He never used them though.
Yeah, if you knock out some of the people that have been stoned, then you'll get interesting bits of dialogue from the narrator. So you might want to do that. Alright, so here we are on a ferry barge. So, let's go.
An old ferry barge sends the kid on his way. The Bastion's real close now.
Mad crazy. Let's just start taking everything down with our Fang Repeater. Also, you can click. I'm using a controller right now. I'm not sure what you'd press if you were using the keyboard, but oh geez, we're taking damage. If you click the right stick, then you will automatically reload, regardless of whether you are out of ammo or not. Normally, you just automatically reload whenever you run out of ammo. There we go. That took long enough. And I'm going to show off countering. Okay. There we go. As you can see, it actually did damage. Also shiny.
Kid takes a chunk of alloy. The smell of barley and spoiled blueberries fills the air. Scumbags. Kid maybe shouldn't have done what he just did.
Yeah, that was probably a bad idea. Here, let's do this. This is a situation that you would use your secret techniques when you're facing some strong enemies. Let's go ahead and take out the popcorn bins first without taking too much damage. If you walk on the blue stuff that the scumbags are spitting out, then you will take damage.
Robs a scumbag of his last meal.
Darn right. Scumbags are known to eat garbage and whatever they can pretty much get their hands on. So yeah, they will not resist eating you. Be afraid of that. Boom! Get them with our secret techniques. We have plenty of it. Use it again. Alright, we took that out. Black tonic. You can roll over small holes like so, but if you walk over them, you'll fall.
Better watch his step.
Oh, jeez. Alright, let's take him out.
Kid puts him out of his misery.
And we got a level up. At the same time, coincidentally. So yeah, as you can see, we got a little bit more maximum HP, and we can also get another drink of the distillery along with the one we're already using.
Finds the core to the wharf district.
These cores are what we're going to be going through these levels to collect. They are our main goal.
He steals the city's heart. Might as well.
Oop, let's grab this. So whenever you take cores, the place will start falling down.
Move on. The place is starting to fall.
Excuse you, Mr. Narrator. Place will start going down because the core is what's actually keeping them up. So we need to get going.
See, that core kid took was the only thing making this particular rock stay afloat. Kid just keeps running. Somersaulting like crazy.
I like how he says that. If you somersault a lot, he'll say somersaulting like crazy. I love it.
Last, the skyway's in sight.
This is our exit from pretty much every single level in the game. Get used to using these and using them for your salvation. I pressed the wrong button. Why am I not going up?
Twist him where he needs to go.
Jesus. I guess I waited too long on it to use it.
Now the kid sees something stranger still. His mind races.
This is the Bastion, your homeworld.
Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds another. He finds me. We talk for a spell.
So, when you talk to people, it's a chance to find out about all of the mementos you've been picking up throughout the levels.
There's a bit of the Bastion's power in that crest, enough to point the way to the cores. All I tell him is to set that core of his on the monument there, then watch.
Crap. Didn't mean to do that.
I try to let the kid down gently. This is the Bastion, alright, except no one else showed up.
So when the calamity happened, this was supposed to be the point that everyone came to if it ever did, because it was prophesized, but it doesn't look like anyone else survived.
And just like that, the Bastion comes alive. Starts growing again, growing stronger. Kid's gotta put its power to good use. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown.
Alright, so every time we put a core into the Bastion, it's going to grow a little bit. And we now get the ability to build our first place in the Bastion.
Kid ponders what to build.
So we get the choice between the distillery or the arsenal. As you see other buildings when you're going through levels, you'll get the ability to build them. There will be a few that you don't actually see in levels that you'll be able to build. We'll see them later. But for now, we just have the choice of the distillery and the arsenal. I'm going to choose the distillery because I have the weapons that I want already.
Makes time to sample spirits from my personal supply.
And we also have a couple of more drinks to choose from. We have Hearty Punch, which gives you an extra chance to carry on if you are defeated. Normally you only get one chance when you lose all of your HP to go on again. You can grab wait, what else it does? Oh, it damages surrounding foes if you're defeated. So Were Whiskey will give you a plus 100% critical hit chance, but is only active when you're below 33% HP. And Cinderbrick Stout will give you plus 33% speed while defending. Now, right now, I'm going to go with the Squirt Cider, because extra HP makes me happy.
Squirt cider will toughen you right up. Too bad about the musty aftertaste.
Yeah, so we'll give you a little tidbit of information after every one you choose. Alright, so
Kid don't know what's out there waiting for him.
we'll leave from this skyway to go on to our next levels, but we'll do that next time. So join us whenever we play a little bit more Bastion and get intrigued with this incredible story that this game has. So I'll see you all then, and goodbye.